Hello TIP fam, welcome back to the channel and welcome to those who are new. Welcome to the channel where we perpetually wear Halloween clothing all year round because we like it. So this has been new to to not do the blog style of channeled messages. Because normally, when I'm doing that, I am typing it. I'm not in as deep of a trance. And even though I know the council very well, obviously, and I know all their various sort of styles of speaking, I guess I'll say, it doesn't really come through in a text for anybody, really. If I'm texting somebody, it's so much easier to come across more robotically. I am just obsessed with using a ridiculous amount of emojis because it kind of comes across robotically, if if you're not emoting, So yeah, this might be kind of new for everybody to actually kind of see more the council's actual sort of the way that they talk, the way that they actually speak and in tone and all of that. But yeah, this this has been new and very different to be on here live, doing it for you versus my usual preference, which is to be sort of in the shadows and you don't see me and you don't see my face and you just like see it, see the words and the text and all of that. But yeah, so this is a ride and here we go. Next council member. All right. I am Safon of the Council for the Assistance to Earth. Greetings, we are here. No kidding. But it's about to get very serious. You know what I mean? I am the Sirian, speaking to you on behalf of the Council for the Assistance to Earth. So I am supposed to introduce myself. Well, let's see. First off, I am a kind of merman, if you would, but I am not like your typical merman. I have very gray skin, kind of similar to a dolphin or a whale. My muscles are more on the outside of my body. So rather than muscles like you have on the insides of your arms being more pronounced, or the backs of your legs being more pronounced, such as your calf muscles, your biceps, I have muscles on the outsides of my arms. I have muscles leaning towards the sides, the outer rim, if you will, of my legs. I have small fins on my hands and on my feet. I have very sharp teeth. I have small kind of beady eyes. And then, well, I'm bald everywhere. This is not the introduction that you were all expecting. Let's see. I also have right here an extra pair of breathing holes, kind of like nostrils, but much larger. Not overly big, but larger than your nostrils are. Like two kind of small rocks sitting there. And I breathe out of those. But then I have another set. Having the two sets enables me to alternate between land air and water air. I can breathe on both land and in the water. So I am a merman, so to speak. And I eat fish with my big teeth. Just kidding, not actually, but we did, and that is why we evolved to have such large, shiny teeth. Let's see, what else? What else can I say about myself? I've never really thought about saying much about myself. I always have serious business to attend to, you know. Serious things, serious matters. But with you today, I'm talking about how shiny my skin is. It is very shiny indeed. I am super shiny all over my body. My teeth are shiny too. When I smile, my teeth gleam in the light of our very white sun. Our sun is extremely white. Maybe that's why my skin is so gray. Then again, your dolphins are gray too, so perhaps not. The point is, I'm going to speak about something else. I would much rather Anna's losing the channeled state. I would much rather talk about, you know, serious matters. So, let's go. First though, my energy. If you want to get serious, you have to laugh a lot. If you want to achieve balance anyway, we are very serious on serious in the serious system. We are incredibly serious at times because we have to be. We are at war so much of the time, not currently so in this span of time from which I am currently speaking to you, 10,000 years in your future, not currently so, but we have a long history of being at war. The reason being that we have multiple planets with life, and therefore we have been very sought out by a certain race, a certain reptilian race, because there is more than one, and they should not get confused, but there is a certain reptilian race that has sought out our planets, that has sought out our atmosphere, that has sought out our life, and has sought to take over some of our planets, sought to take over our entire planetary system for the certain planets that give life. Because of this, we have a great sense of humor. But that is because we're so serious. Well, that was my introduction. Have at my energy. What I do best is I secure your energy field. I ensure that no negativity will pass through these walls that I create. I ensure that proper boundaries will be set between you and all negative things, and I can be called upon for such reasons. I am very good at protecting space. I am also good at stilling emotions. I am good at raising your vibration and lifting your spirits, because the best way to protect your space is to be in harmony with what is positive. Put yourself in harmony with all positive frequencies, and you will desire nothing. Everything will manifest quickly that you want. Easier said than done, I realize, but it is all about frequency. It is about matching the frequency that you need to be on and nothing else. You have so many mixes of frequencies in your vibrations. This is why you experience this fluctuation between negativity and positivity, and you aren't aware of all of the negative things in your subconscious minds, all the beliefs that you hold there. It is important to look at them, reflect on them in such ways as the council has already been speaking to you about thoroughly. I would say go back to Felika Strina's most recent channeled message, where she spoke about sitting with your emotions. She spoke a lot about the emotional self in that channeling, and that is the best way to harmonize, to get in tune with your center, is to reflect on all of your emotions and to allow them voice, as she spoke about in that message. This is important because whatever stale energies are there that have not been released, that have not been adequately expressed, are building up in your energy field. And not only that can they harm your energetic system, not only can they plug it up and cause blocks within your chakra system and your meridians and such, but also they will attract to you the negative things that you experience that you do not wish to have as experiences in the first place. It is all about harmoniously harmonizing with the experience that you want to have. Tuning into specific frequencies. If I think of joy, or I think of humiliation or defeat, those carry specific tones, specific frequency resonances. And if you will imagine the tone of the frequency that those things are on, you will vibrate higher or lower automatically. Of course, we don't want to vibrate lower. So imagine the highest frequency. Don't think so much necessarily about the actual state or about the actual thing that you want to manifest, except to imagine having it in a way of, how can I attune to that? How can I align with that? What frequency is it on? Seek the feeling, the vibration out. What is the frequency like? If you can master feeling into the certain vibrations, feeling into those tones and frequencies, feeling into those fluctuations, those vibrations, those pulsations. If you can think and imagine to yourself, what do they feel like? You will automatically start to travel into that vibration for yourself, and then you will know what it feels like to vibrate higher. It is about the frequency that you are on. You can be feeling sadness and yet still be on a higher frequency, actually, because it is all about the reason for it. For instance, as Felikastrina spoke about in her world, they filter out the emotions of all of the other universes. So as they are filtering through those, it feels positive to them because they are doing a collective service. It is harming no one. In fact, it is bringing balance to her world in her specific universe, and it is balancing out all of the other worlds in all of the other universes because that is their job. Thank you, by the way, for doing that for us all. But we will continue. I will continue. I'm including Anna in that we. She is repeating after all. So, it is about the frequency that you are on. On the other hand, you can feel as if you are very high and you're very happy, but you could be doing a very false thing and getting what is seemingly happy off of doing that very false thing indeed. And therefore, those two things do not actually match, and the universe is not blind, if you will. The universe understands the real frequency that you are on. It understands that that does not serve you. It understands that you are truly on a low vibration and doing something that is very low for yourself, and yet you are experiencing this false high, if you will. And the false highs may translate as a false sense of security or abundance or even pleasure or happiness. However, those frequencies do not hold a high vibration. They are not the frequency that you want to be on if you want to align with the things that you want, that serve you, that will truly serve you down the road, that will build for you a strong foundation that will ripple through your entire energy field and will protect it better for you. It is about doing the things that serve you. And it is about lining up with those things, the things that truly matter, and rooting out the false things. And you do that again by going into your beliefs, and you can do that easily in the way that Felikastrina said in that other channeling, once again, where she spoke about tapping into the emotional body for long periods of time. She will give further exercises about that down the road. But again, the main thing is the frequency. It has nothing to do with the exact pictures, actually. It may seem that it does, but what it is actually about is getting on a certain vibration and getting in tune, in alignment with a certain way of being and operating that puts you, that sets you up for a specific frequency of resonance to be attracted by you, because that is what you put out. It is important to understand that, because while you are going about manifesting through a series of pictures in your imagination, you must understand that it only works if it puts you on a certain vibration. Those pictures do work sometimes because the frequency of those pictures has gotten you to the vibration of what those things that you want are on. It's not because you are literally putting out pictures to the universe and the universe is saying, oh, those pictures, those in fact, when actually the thing itself will be in a completely different compilation of pictures, if you will, really, because nothing is quite the same as it is in your head when it translates into real life. They will not be the same exact pictures, but they will be on the same frequency, and they will be better for you even than what you expected if you get on the right frequency. So the pictures don't really serve you except to get you on that frequency. It is not about the pictures themselves. It is not about what you write in your journals if you are manifesting that way or attempting to. It is not about those things. It is about the resonance. It is about the frequency. Get on to the highest frequency, but not only the highest frequency itself. It isn't so much only about a high frequency, a certain high frequency, any high frequency. It is about imagining that specific frequency. Imagine, ask yourself, ask your reality self, tune into your reality self by simply saying, I am tuning into my reality now. That is all you have to say, and get still and continue repeating this to yourself, and you will begin to vibrate according to your reality's vibration. And then after that, ask yourself, your real self, your reality, which frequency you need to be on to attract that specific thing, and then imagine what that looks like, what that translates to. I don't mean with pictures, so looks is not exactly the word, but feels like. What does it, not even feels like, there is not a word for this in the English language because you don't talk about vibration very much in your world yet. But let me put it to you this way. When I am not like this, right now, as I am communicating to Anna, I am doing so in a different way. I am pulling into her body, and this is a verbal communication. However, when she is reading, we are not pulled into her body. We are standing next to her, and then we are simply sending her energies. Energy, 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 and she is translating it as best she can. And, well, she is quite advanced with that. I did not mean to downplay by saying as best she can, but she is quite good at that. But anyway, she doesn't like repeating that sort of thing because she doesn't like to compliment herself. But you are not, Anna, I am. Now continuing, there is this charge of energy. And she understands what the words mean. She understands how to translate that into the English language. And she does this quite well because she has mastered listening in stillness, in silence. But it is about the frequency being translated. The frequency is sent, and then she has to translate that into the English language and say what it is, what it means. But it is pure energy that is being sent. No words, no sounds, and often no pictures either. Even feelings we are not always sending. It is more about the frequency, the energy itself. And what does that communicate as? And different energies translate to mean different words or different things. different emotions, different sounds, different imaginings, if you will. So you imagine the frequency, and you imagine that you are aligning to that exact specific frequency that will bring you the thing that you want. And then it will come to you very quickly, or much more quickly. If you are struggling with manifesting in other ways, I suggest that you try that one. Tune into your reality and ask it what frequency you should be on to bring those things to you that you desire. That is all for now. It was very pleasant to speak to you all. Have a wonderful day.